You've done it. You've beat the game. Congratulations. Now it's time to start actually playing the game. In many MMOs, reaching level cap and completing main quest line considered a just one big tutorial, and all the real fun happens in the end game. And Final Fantasy XIV is no exception. Hello there, today I want to talk about the game after titles hit. Starting with obvious. Of course it's rating. No way you're skipping it. Even if you're clean and showered casual, you still need to keep your gear updated for the moment when new MSQ content drops with its new minimum item level requirement, right? And normal raiding is the best way for easy gear up. Older raids are worth playing too if you skip them, not just the current ones. Every raid has its own story, with cutscenes. Sometimes even good. You love stories, right? Why else would you play 600 hours of heavy plot-driven game? Well, there's more of them. In the end of each expansion there is a raid tier consisted of 12 bosses, each fought one by one in a standalone instance. Not a biggest dungeon, we got 24-man alliance raids for those needs. Normal raiding is just an arena and a boss, which is designed to be fought with a party of random casual players. Meaning you don't have to be in a voice chat, or static, or learn all the mechanics beforehand. To watch a guide is still welcome though if you don't want to stress your healers up by constantly dying. Usually it takes about 10 minutes per fight. Much like trials. Sounds boring. How about savages? That's big boy sport. This is where you can waste your and another 7 tryhards' time in actually difficult fights. And if you're still not satisfied, 14 has ultimates. As the name says, this is the hardest and sweatiest content in the game and is rewarded with cool shiny weapon and legendary title to show off. The real reward though are fun memories and a screenshot of your party after winning this fight. If you have friends and want to challenge really hard content together, or to break up with them completely and cause drama through all the community, this is content for you. Me. Never stepped into savages in my life. If you really don't like 8-man content and prefer to keep your party small and body sweatless, you can farm daily roulettes for tomestones and buy endgame gear with them for your MSQ progression. Not as effective and fast as raiding but still comfy. However, tomestones are not the only reason why people do daily roulettes. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. The actual grindy part of 14. Look at those gray numbers and empty experience bars every time you open character sheet. Doesn't it bother you? Doesn't it make you incomplete? Look, you get this awesome hat for leveling every job to 90. What? It looks actually stupid. Did you even try to play another job? Maybe it's more fun than your current main. Why deny yourself the fun of exploring new classes and mechanics by playing just one job, even if you like it? You might find another one surprisingly enjoyable to play. You'll also get better in the game overall and start to understand actions of your party members. Probably. I too was once skeptical about Monk. I didn't like the aesthetics and animations at all, but the job quest line and gameplay turned out to be really fun. Back in Shadowbringers. Please unfix your new class mechanics, Square Enix. Leveling new jobs to new max level every new expansion is the fundamental part of 14's grind that will keep you busy for many months. And leveling them goes through duty roulettes. While roulette may be played for tomestones, mostly it used to level all jobs, as it gives huge amount of experience. For less than an hour you can get a whole level from leveling and alliance raid alone, or more, if you won't get crystal towered. Roulettes are also unlimited source of unexpected situations and memes. Ever played a dungeon without healer? Or a tank that doesn't know how to turn their stance on? Or a full party of literal breads? Here you will witness all of this and more. And for people that play long enough and love their run spicy, There's Mentor Roulette. It will throw you into almost any random instance in the game, including extremes. People do it out of sheer kindness to Sprouts, or because they want a rare achievement, or because they like to suffer. Players may tell you about the most wild kinds of dungeon runs, and I assure you, those might be true stories. Every time you queue into a dungeon, you have a chance of to get unexpectedly fun run, or to become disappointed in humanity at all because of how bad they can be. And in this case, beat them all. Frontlines. Fighting bosses might be fun, but it comes none close to fighting an actual player. They're unpredictable. They're unique. Hell, they might be better than you in the game. People might say that PvP is fundamentally broken and dead in 14, and that statement has some truth in it. But is it boring? No way. Overall dynamic and frontline rules and whole 72-man SmackDown is anything but boring. Queue for Frontlines is rarely longer than 10 minutes, meaning it's quite popular and this content is alive and well. Why? Experience, mostly. For like 20 minutes you get half of level, regardless of the fight outcome. But do people really just jobbing for free experience? Some enjoyers are really sweaty and participate in unironic cybersport at Crystalline Conflict. That's 5-on-5 battle that is basically a savage mode to normal frontlines. Each player here knows what they're doing, knows matchup, tracks and predicts enemy movement, and most importantly, knows how to play in the team. Hardcore PvPRS play this not for rewards or fun but for the win. To beat Savage Raid you need no more than to learn and follow mechanics. In PvP there are no mechanics, only pure skill and instinct. As for rewards, mostly it's glamour. Looks like Garo gear is permanent now and it is awesome, easily best looking gear for level 60. Or absolutely ridiculous gear. Or stylish casual gear. Speaking of glamour, many MMOs consider stylish dressing of your character a true endgame content, but none of them comes close with 14's glamour. As a dress-up simulator, this game is in its own league. Classic fantasy gear, shiny epic hero, casual, the Chad, high-tech, swimsuit, mascot, Playboy bunny, degenerate. No other MMO provides this amount of customization of your looks. Can't have you look like this. You're the warrior of light. Dress accordingly. You can just buy some crafted casual gear from the market board to show off in Limsa, sure why not? But what about battle content? A paladin in a swimsuit looks nice, but doesn't it kinda ruin atmosphere? Paladin is a knight in full plate, and to look like one, you should grind dungeons. Nobody in Limsa knows this. But 14 has a decent amount of great-looking battle armor, you just need to search in database. Choose armor pieces, imagine compete look and start grinding. From easy to obtain leveling dungeons, to insufferable high-level duties where you will fail the drop RNG, to raids where you will fail the roll RNG, to alliance raids where you will fail both of those. The alliance raid gear also tends to be better looking, so at least the grind is worth it. Special mention to near raids, since the armor that drop there is perfect as battle and casual gear at the same time. Character plate is another part of your personalization. It takes hours of posing and adjusting camera to make an impressive adventure plate. Don't be basic. It's your face. Make it pretty. Care to choose a title too. The more rare title is, the more recognition you get. And now you're fabulous. It's impossible to walk beside you and not to admire the look. But what is this? Don't you love your weapon? This is the symbol of your class. Just as your armor, your weapon must be shiny as well. Welcome to Eureka. You might have heard terrifying stories about this place, and all of them are absolute truth, and even worse once you get there yourself. Every expansion has a relic weapon chain quest. Eureka is Stormblood's and is the most sweaty by far. When I see an Eureka relic weapon wielder, I see a player of great patience and game knowledge. That glow is unmistakable. Relics overall are truly the pinnacle of weapon glamour. Except for Manderville. How could they fail this hard with those? Unlike ultimate weapons that are just shiny variants of Savage Raid weapons and look identical, every relic weapon skin is unique, and the amount of effort these weapons require to get makes you proud to wield them. Most of relics are tied to specific field zones. Eureka, Bozja, Occult Crescent, and I wish I was there while Diadem was a thing. Or maybe not, judging by what the actual witnesses said about it. It was not scrapped because it was a good place after all. Field Zone is like another game inside of 14, with rules of more traditional Eastern MMOs. You have a specific leveling progression there and gain XP not by completing quests or dungeons but by sheer monster farm and fate bosses. And the amount of grind is tremendous. You'll have to spend months and kill hundreds of bosses to complete it. Resistance relic steps require you to farm Bozja a little and then never to return there, which makes this zone mostly dead nowadays. Most of this relic farm is done in the Palace of the Dead and Raid Roulette. Zodiac relics are basically a fate grind in ARR locations. May look tedious at some point and not worth the effort, but will still make you proud of your relic. Anima weapons are considered to be best-looking weapons in the game and easiest to get, by farming tomestones and doing some fetch quests. You can also cheat with Geralt Masterwork weapons, they are shiny too. And now that you look completely fabulous, what's now? Is there nothing left to do in the game? It's time to socialize. You likely forgot how to interact with other players by this point, but now remember it's an MMORPG, and social part is actually a strong side of 14. Put on your best glamour and let's go to Limsa. Many think that all these people are just standing AFK farming playtime, but I assure you, they are here, watching, and waiting, until someone target and talk to them. You may DM them first or stand beside and do the same. Someone will send you a tell eventually, especially if you look good. But even as you stand and do nothing, the place by itself is alive. There is always someone doing something. Spamming emotes, interacting with each other, playing a concert, or just running doing quests. It's actually curious to watch the city live. You might as well check others' glamour and adventure plates while doing so, either by walking and checking, or stealthy with player search like a rat. That's content by itself. Or maybe you're a party animal. Clubs are usually open to anyone. Not a place for you to enter in battle armor though, better to change into casual for this occasion. All you need is a little courage to enter. And truth be told, I was expecting to find a proper nightclub, with neon dance floor and half-naked Rothgars, but I found this cozy place instead. Know that not all clubs are discos. Chances are, you are a chill person that doesn't like crowded places, and rather appreciate a comfy club like this. Me. I never spoke to anyone in this game because I'm a controller player and I use it as excuse to not use chat. I do like the club's design though. Guys took a huge effort to build this one. Man, wish I had their passion for housing too. Housing is the hardcore content for glamourers. Savage Raids. Unreal Trials. Crystalline Conflict Ranked. How about housing impossible? You need not only bottomless imagination and inspiration, but bottomless pockets too. This is the deepest gill sink in the game by far. I'm not talking about millions. It's tens and hundreds millions of gil to buy and decorate your house. Oh, Did I mention that housing places are limited and get demolished if you don't enter it for 45 days? From this point you're bound to stay subscribed to the game forever, buddy. Live with it. Because of how limited the houses are, they give greater social status to their owners. Most of players may not like it, but nobody would care about housing if everybody would have their own as a given. It is the prestige that makes them relevant. The possibilities for self-expression in housing are limitless. You can make a cozy, welcoming house, a castle, a cafe, a nightclub, a gym,
Hey buddy, I think you got the wrong door.
a dungeon. Decorate your house any way your imagination and game engine allow you. And even if you're passionate about housing but can't afford to get one because someone bought half of Ward, or you can't pay subscription every month, you can resort to an apartment. It's a small room but is permanent, and two can be made into a masterpiece. And even if you have zero creativity or desire to make something yourself, go inspect others' houses. It's content on its own. You can spend lots of time by revising all the houses in a ward, another city, another world, and eventually another data center to witness absolute marvels. Maybe even get to say hi to the owner if you get caught in wrong house in wrong time. I for one like to visit my neighbor's house and sleep in their bed because I don't have one and theirs look comfy. Damn, I'm tired. Does this game have anything else to offer? Well, you're big boy now. Go look for fun yourself. For more than a decade, developers experimented with all kinds of content, whichever may come to players' liking. Minigames at Gold Saucer for a change. Outdated, truth be told, I'd really like Yoshida to make a Gold Saucer Reborn. In FF7 Rebirth, Square Enix showed that they can make fun minigames. Why keep our Gold Saucer outdated? Still worth of spending some time here. Your interest. Playboy suit, big cactus mount, emotes, and one of the rarest titles in the game. Want a title that shows how hardcore you are? Welcome to the Deep Dungeon. People like to show off their Necromancer title. Want to be cool too? Just run 200 floors in the palace solo with no deaths, bro. It's easy. You actually liked it and want more. Welcome to the Heaven on High, another deep dungeon. And then another one. And another one. Just look into achievement page for yourself and see what title do you want. Why not complete all those achievements anyway while you at it? It's fun, trust me. A lot of achievements are tied to crafting. Level up your crafters already. Do you even remember crafting and gathering classes exist? Might as well do your allied society's reputation quests to level them up. You get the best emote in the game there too. And go get those spells for your damn blue mage, for crying out loud. It's fun, I promise. In 14 there is no limit of how to entertain yourself. The problem are the players. They don't want to explore the huge game. They want new content of their interest here and now. Raiders will beat the newest Savage in a week. Complain for the rest 3 weeks about no content, and unsub because everything is too easy and rewards are bad. Role players will mod newest cash shop glam. Wear it for few hours until they get tired and realize that everyone now looks the same. Complain about drama they caused themselves, and unsub because their mod beast and mod toys got banned. Tourists will do MSQ. Complain about newest content being unreasonably hard, community being toxic, positively toxic, or not toxic enough, and eventually unsub because this expansion sucks, online drops, and the game is dead. Admit it. You're just lazy to explore the game and try different activities yourself. Me. I'm no different. I'm just a player as you are, that is not immune to simple burnout. When I'm done with my favorite activities, I try to maintain interest with the game, searching for other, less enjoyable, and even less enjoyable, until there is nothing left I like. No motivation left playing. And like this you just log off and wish not to return until next expansion. But then the game comes to you and whispers, "Good boy. Now you've really done it. There is nothing left. You've cleared the hardest rating content. You've mastered all the roles and classes yet again. Your glamour is flawless. Your house is a piece of art. You are the star on your server. You achieved everything you ever wanted on this character. You truly beat the game this time. Now do it again." Let me tell you a story. My first character wasn't a Makote. It wasn't even a pudding. Having played as elves for majority of my fantasy RPG experience, I first logged into 14 as an lesson. And when I first came into the crowd, neck wasn't my problem. Everyone around me just looked better. With all seriousness, I felt myself as complete alien in this game, and my first character hardly even lived for a few days. A catboy was a compromise. Being a bit cuter and at least not an Eiffel Tower among other players felt reassuring. But day after day the urge became stronger. Female Makote aren't called the biggest success of 14 for no reason. Somewhere around our patches I knew, I want a catgirl too. But having invested in the main character already, I decided not to use convenient Fantasia. When being done with current by that time MSQ and some normal raids, at the start of 5.3 I created a new character. And boy, it was so refreshing to feel myself new again. To look at the world once more with the eyes of a sprout. Catgirl supremacy was real. They are cute, they are fluffy, their emotes and voicing are on top, every glamour looks best on them. But while being the best race in this game, they were still not perfect. There were things they just could not be. And oh raw. Elegant yet petite and still cute, with animations of their own, completed with the best hairstyle in the game. And so after finishing my catgirl, Lizard was just a matter of time. And my third start was just as enjoyable. But still it wasn't enough. I wanted more. I wanted bigger. I wanted a Vieira. Just look at that body. Thus I started my fourth character, and again, that was completely different experience. Yet in the end, always still lead back to female Makote because of how universally superior they are, with no extremes. The perfect balance. How much Fantasia could I have been using by now? Like 4. Just the bonus Fantas we've been given for past few patches. But did I make, leveled and geared a load of alts just because I spare on Fantasia? Not really. My take is simple. I just love this game. Its world. Its plot. Its characters. I wanted to relive this adventure yet again. And believe me or not, Heaven's Ward on the second walkthrough was just as good as it was on the first time. Shadowbringers in all its epic on the third walkthrough was just as good as it was for the first time. And the Endwalker, as the conclusion of all this wild adventure on the fourth time, hits emotionally just as hard as it did for the first. And Don't Trail for second time was just as bad as the first one too. Not doing it again in near future. Living Memory was good though. Glad it's pretty and shiny again. Don't Trail has its problems, that I cannot deny. But instead of complaining about things you don't like, try to play things you actually love the game for. Rather than just watch cutscenes in the journal, start a new character for different immersion. Start on a completely different data center to explore the culture of the players from other countries. And while you at it, why not to join other free company? You get to know and befriend different people. Or maybe join your main's free company again to roleplay as another person. But I guess modders ruin that too. Level up your jobs again to make yourself absolute master in the game and wear best glamour. Grind up armor again because you have 20 more glamour plates to customize now. And let's not forget Eureka. You probably remember it with bitter hate, but admit, you missed it all along. And go get another house to make sure that now you will never think about dropping this game ever again. And now I'm really done. Can't advise you anything more. Maybe you tell me what to do in the endgame for a change. Type in the comments how do you deal with the burnout. And for now, stay sweaty, eat puddings, and see you next time.